This is dedicated to the ones that lost their lives a little too early, to the families out there still in pain. I know that y'all still hurting, losing loved ones, young daughters and sons no longer with us. To the soldiers overseas, never coming home to their families. We grieve, but it really don't get no better. They can't win out too soon, so much to live for still. Just built the baby's room. Last year he was the groom, and now his soul is set free, but still alive in your mind when you lay down to sleep. They never really gone, take time like Cash said. They living in our hearts, I know it, I can feel them there. They looking down upon us, guiding us through all the struggles, helping us to find all the pieces of the puzzle. Yeah, the pain's double when it's someone so young, but they gon' live through us so they can see how it's done. Yeah, all the tears and the fun and everything in between. We raise a glass in the air for the ones no longer seen. Now I can understand why the Lord is taking these kids. So many kidnappings and murders right here around where I live, let alone the rest of the world. My heart goes out to that girl, so R.I.P. little Kaylee. How good this happened to a baby. I get so sick of this place, but I try to focus on the good. But it's hard when you lose someone way sooner than you probably should. If I could, I'd take all the pain away. No more funerals or visiting cemeteries on holidays. I just wanna drift away from all the pain that we feeling. Man, it's been 10 years since Chris died, I'm still healing. One of the first dudes to push me in this rapping. I'll never forget, we shed so many tears, so tragic. You and your brother passing, how could this happen? You still here though. Every time I'm laying down a track, man, I gotta keep it cracking. I know this was your dream, I do it for the ones that are no longer seen.
A shot knife on a short life. Well, I've had just enough.
Now, little Miss Inav's been at it again today. She seems to think that her continuous stupidity is making her seem sound of mind, but it's blatantly obvious that she's just getting crazier by the day. Now, in the stream that Kaylee's done today, she's spent over 6 hours restreaming 2 hours of my stream from yesterday. And she's decided to tell me and Danny to go and kill ourselves today. She really can't help herself. I don't actually think I've ever come across anyone that's as nuts as Kaylee Inav. If anyone knows anyone else who's as mental as her, please let me know, because I think you're going to struggle to find anyone as nuts as her. I went on to confront her about the fact that she's continuously breaching YouTube's terms and conditions, continuously using my content without my consent, and not even conforming with copyright legislation to do so. But she kept on muting me. She's obsessed with this darkness account, the YouTube account. I really don't get the obsession, because a YouTube account is not a Discord account. So she's running around after an account that's completely separate, as far as I can tell, to whatever may or may not have happened on Discord. I'm still yet to see any actual evidence to say anything happened on YouTube. From what I can tell so far, it's just a pack of lies from a bunch of liars. It's very absurd that Kaylee seems to think that she can deny the fact that she's been running around claiming that I've murdered my partner when I blatantly have not, and she thinks that she's got some imaginary evidence of this. Yet, days on, still no communication from the police, and she's admitted today that the police ain't even been around to see her. Now, if they were taking it credible at all, they would have been straight out to see her and straight to see me. So, Kaylee really needs to give her head a wobble and stop running around slandering people and putting out defamation continuously. Kaylee is a sad individual, and I really don't understand why her parents and the rest of her family don't seem to care about her. Where is her brother? Why is he not stepping in? Why is her sister not stepping in? Why are they just leaving her to destroy herself? Are these people that anyone else would want anything to do with if they can't be bothered to care for their own family? Kaylee is still pretending to be for the children, yet she's showing no signs of wanting to sort herself out and be there for her own children. It's utter madness. And then we've got the gas planet running around making absurd claims. And the gas planet is trying to detach herself from everything that she's been involved in for a long time. The gas planet's now sat with one of the most vile people on the internet, next to the likes of Kaylee Inav and Daniel Thompson Sullivan. But Esau is an utter degenerate, and after the things that Esau was running around saying about Jupiter, how on earth has she got the nerve to sit there making out that she's a decent person when she's allowed Esau to run around and make those accusations about her, and now it's all just forgiven, and she's sitting around with him while he's continuing to act the way he was when he was having a go at her? These people really do need psychological assessments done on them. Now, if anyone wants to jump on, they're more than welcome, but I wasn't planning on staying live for very long. I've got a fire going out in the back garden at the moment, and I've got a few jobs that I'm planning on getting done today. But it seems that Kaylee is not learning, and Kaylee's account that she created yesterday probably won't even last a week. I've had to contact YouTube again this morning due to defamation and many other breaches of YouTube's terms and conditions that Kaylee has done this morning. Her very first video on her new channel is her stealing my content. So how can she say that she's not purposely harassing someone? And how can she say that the person that she's using their content is harassing her? It's absolutely mental. Right, I'm gonna put on a video a minute if I can quickly find it. It's another one of Kaylee's lies that Kaylee's come out with about real. If I can find the video in question. Right, just 1 second. I'm going to put this one here on first, and then I'll go to the lies about real. It's going to open. I think this is one of the ones.
This last one again about my nan. You deranged motherfucker. Anybody that heard that conversation heard it in context, apart from you. And ask Elvis here, who is the person that I maybe suggested to Apple Charlotte that she might want to, be a bit careful about. Do you really? You can clip what you want. You can take what you want. Anybody else that heard the conversation knows full well. Okay, I'm not an idiot, right? Do you seriously think I'm sitting here going, my nan's the only person that came out of Auschwitz alive because she was an Olympic swimmer in Auschwitz? No, I never said that. Eric's a crack bitch. This is what you do, and this is why it's so pathetic. She was an Olympic swimmer. No, I'm not about to give you weirdos her name. Why would I do that? I didn't say she was an Olympic swimmer during the Holocaust. I said she was teaching German children how to swim during the Holocaust, which is what she did, and which is why she was the survivor of our family. Now, you want to make out again and again and again. I mean, this is a new low, even for you. Even for you, this is a new low. You're going to try and twist my words like I'm trying to make out that my nan was the only person that ever came out of the fucking Holocaust. Because that's what I said, right? You absolute fucking moron. How goddamn old are you? You've apparently got a family, yeah? This is what you do. 24/7. No one else, Eric's crack bitch. Ask Elvis, who fucking, what's her name? Apple Charlotte loves, because you had one conversation about autism, and I think you're grooming her, if I'm honest. You're the only people that seem to think that I've literally gone around going, my nan's the only person that survived the Holocaust. She's the only person. All of the Jews that have ever come off the back around you to try and get at me. You ought to burn in hell alongside this cunt. All of you need to burn slowly. Fucking slowly. That's what you deserve. Because none of you was sat around doing a family tree with my nan. I never said she was the only fucking survivor from Auschwitz. This is what you fucking tried to play, because that's the only card you've got. Because you sad motherfuckers have got nothing going on in your fucking life apart from trying to destroy me. Right, and you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. I am heartbroken at the fact there are people out there that have got this fucking level of fucking disgracefulness about them, that they are prepared to go to these lows.
You've seen this documentary, right? That basically this is a lot of shit, right? Now, I can actually get a link, and I'll post a link onto your chat now for anybody that wants to see this. This is basically a survivor that played in the women's orchestra and played in the men's orchestra. So it's basically a Jewish survivor. What benefit would she get out telling lies?
Exactly, Captain. And do you remember we had this conversation once already, because my grandmother was an Olympic swimmer, right? And she was the only survivor of Auschwitz. So I'm not about to sit here and go, well, that's bullshit. Right. She was swimming in these pools.
I believe that, right? But according to Moonpooker, this is just basically a Nazi documentary that started in about the 30s or 40s, you know, late 30s, early 40s. It's a Nazi documentary, right? It's bullshit. There was a swimming pool. I know one swimming pool Auschwitz, right? I don't know if it was used by the guards or used by inmates, but basically it was on basically the side of the inmates, right? So why would that be on the side of the inmates if it was used by the guards, right? Plus, there's a Holocaust survivor.
So yeah, I did get you on to ask you a specific, cover something specific, yeah.
Okay.
Because Rodney come on earlier on today, yeah, and he said that you said I tried it on with you.
Who said?
Is your name Kaylee? I'm talking to Kaylee Eunice.
Oh, okay.
Kaylee, tap the mic to unmute yourself, Kaylee.
Sorry, was I just chatting away there? I'm not really used to them meets. Sorry. No, not at all. That never happened. I don't even have your number. I think we had one private message right at the beginning on Telegram, but it was nothing sexual, from what I can remember. Do you know what I mean? I've never said that. But then half of what he says about me, I've never done or said. I never asked him for any money. He concocts these things in his head. He just drinks and drinks and drinks himself into oblivion, forgets what he said and done, makes up other stuff that he thinks he wants to have been said and done, and runs with it. And then even when you've got the receipts and you've got the documentation and you've got the evidence and everyone's saying we all saw it, he'll try and make you out to be the liar and the bad guy. He's got psychosis. He's a really, really sick man. Like a really, really sick man.
Yeah, because you're basically saying that I tried it on with you and that you turned me down, and that's why
See what he does? He just makes up these whole fantastical stories in his head. I've never even uttered that. I think Janet alluded to something at some point on her live, but even that was no big deal. That you might have fancied me or something. I mean, that wasn't even pursued. I never said anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's just not happened. I wouldn't. Why would I lie about stuff like that? Like, I've not got enough trouble on my plate already with supposedly being a fucking man-eater. Just running around the internet chasing all the men asking for money. It's just like, what's he doing? He's really, really, really butthurt.
Eric ECB said, I'm sure Katie said you was trying it on with her, bro. I'll have a look.
No, we've already covered that Eric's crack, but you know Eric's crack bitch is just dedicated to trolling me. What was said was implied by Janet on her channel.
Fucking weird ass shit going on.
I know. The real trying it on with you as well.
Yeah. Yeah, like I've got it recorded, Jupiter. They were fucking. He's such a misogynistic prick, right? And it's what's happened. And like Janet will tell you right now, Janet, you'll tell her right now. He socked me, right, himself, and made himself out. And we've got this misogynistic, freakish shit going on where they're all googling me and stuff, and I've not even been around for like days and days and days. They're googling me, and he's saying he would give me one, but I'm too crazy that I'd end up being obsessed with him, and if I got his dick, I'd want to be after him, and all. It's just like sick shit. I've got nothing to do with this mentalness.
There's more proof of Kaylee Inav, a compulsive liar. She really can't help herself.
This last one again about my nan. You deranged motherfucker.
She really can't help herself with her lies. It's pretty much everything that comes out of her mouth is utter lies. It never really changes with Kaylee. Why her family haven't jumped in and done something about it is beyond belief, really. They clearly don't really care about her. Unless there's anyone in the chat that wants to pop on, I'm going to shoot off.
If I die young, bury me in sand, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. If I die young, bury me in sand, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song.
Now this is dedicated to the ones that lost their lives a little too early, to the families out there still in pain. I know that y'all still hurting, losing loved ones, young daughters and sons no longer with us, to the soldiers overseas never coming home to their families. We grieve, but it really don't get no better. Their candle went out too soon, so much to live for still. Just built the baby's room, last year he was the groom, and now his soul is set free, but still alive in your mind when you lay down and sleep. They never really gone, take time like Cash said. They living in our hearts, I know it, I can feel them there. They looking down upon us, guiding us through all the struggles, helping us to find all the pieces of the puzzle. Yeah, the pain's double when it's someone so young, but they gon' live through us so they can see how it's done. Yeah, all the tears and the fun and everything in between. We raise a glass in the air for the ones no longer seen.
Bury me in sand, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. Life ain't always what you think it ought to be, no. Ain't even gray, but she buries her baby. The sharp enough of a short life.
Yeah, now I can't understand why the Lord is taking these kids. So many kidnappings and murders right here around where I live, let alone the rest of the world. My heart goes out to that girl. So R.I.P. little Kaylee, how good this happened to a baby. I get so sick of this place, but I try to focus on the good. But it's hard when you lose someone way sooner than you probably should. If I could, I'd take all the pain away. No more funerals or visiting cemeteries on holidays. I just wanna drift away from all the pain that we feeling. Man, it's been 10 years since Chris died, I'm still healing. One of the first dudes to push me in this rapping. I'll never forget, we shed so many tears, so tragic. You and your brother passing, how could this happen? You still here though. Every time I'm laying down a track, man, I gotta keep it cracking. I know this was your dream, I do it for the ones that are no longer seen.
Shot knife